My name is Marty. I served in the Army Reserve. I deployed to Afghanistan from 2002 to 2003. I deployed to Iraq from 2004 to 2005. Then I deployed to Iraq a second time from 2007 to 2008. I felt proud that I was able to step up and do my job. My father had been in the military, my grandfather, and I felt like this is my time, this is my turn to watch the line. Coming home was a little weird. I had a chance to jump on a flight before the rest of my detachment. And so I came home by myself. I was back here in Virginia, and it's a strange feeling. I almost don't know how to describe it. And I struggled. I did not do real well. I felt like I didn't fit in with most of the people. My experiences in Afghanistan were completely different than anything any of my classmates had gone through. My grades were failing, and so I worked out with my reserve unit. I asked if I could volunteer to go to Iraq. I thought, well, that seemed to be the only place that made sense to me. That coming back was much rougher, even than my first tour. I found a job as an electrician based off my military training. I would go to work. I didn't feel like my job was important. I seemed to have everything that you should have by the time you're in your mid-20s. A decent career, a good girlfriend, had my own car, was working, definitely working to buy a house, and it felt empty. I would wake up, it was hard for me to want to go to work. It was hard for, I was moody, I was always angry. It was a pretty rough time. My relationship with my parents went into the sewer. I'd done 2 tours, and I felt guilty for not having done more. I felt, I felt that nothing was ever going to be better, that I was always going to feel this way. One day I just sort of woke up. I was like, I don't have to feel like this. And so I started going back to church. I talked with the bishop of my church, and we started working through a few things, and he suggested I go see somebody. He was a psychiatrist that went to the same church I did. He helped bring some religious end of it, which brought me some healing, I felt, and then he was able to explain some of the brain chemistry behind why I was feeling, and some of the way my brain was working as to what I was experiencing when I was feeling. And so the third tour, we were part of the surge in Iraq, and we happened to be in southwest Baghdad. And even though that I had learned a lot of coping strategies from the psychiatrist that I went to before, I found that I was having more difficulty using those coping strategies. This time I went to the VA for counseling, and that has helped. I was in that therapy for about a year, nearly a year, and it helped me with a lot of the coping skills. I feel much better. I can deal with my emotions now. They don't control. Every day I can control what I do that day. My emotions don't control me anymore. And that brings a huge amount of peace of mind. And hopefully the more of us that speak out about this, the more people will get help.